Alright guys, what's up? It's Andrew from Long Range Gear. Want to do a quick video about some synchronizer stuff for NV5600. So in our builds, we use Synchrotex, which are a carbon fiber. They mimic NV4500 synchros. These are pretty awesome. Actually, I really like them. They're really fast shifting at high RPM, and at low RPM, they're pretty close to stock. So this is what we put in all our builds. They're pretty resilient and they're fluid neutral, according to them. But we did want to cover something. We got some information recently that a builder in some nearby region, we'll say, is telling people to use Redline heavy shockproof, or I'm sorry, lightweight shockproof. Now, we are Redline dealers. We prefer Redline oils and everything. We love Redline, and 100% of the time I'm going to tell you to run Redline in whatever you're asking me about. The problem with shockproof is it's a gear oil that's got, I forget the terminology, but basically there's like suspended solid particles inside the oil. And it's super, super slippery. It's great when you want something that's slippery, but with your synchronizers, you actually want something really light. And that's with both these or with the brass ones, because your synchronizer is going to spin and grip inside the blocker ring here. This is a brand new synchronizer that we're about to install on our shaft here. So this is an old one. You can kind of see it's been glazed. Like you can kind of see it's a little bit shiny. I tested it. I decided to run Redline lightweight shockproof. It's like this, you might have heard it called Smurf Blood. It's blue. And I decided, like, hey, maybe this person's onto something, and I really like Redline. Let's give it a whirl. So I ran it in my personal transmission that these came out of for about, I don't know, a couple thousand miles, maybe 3, 4, 5. It glazed this carbon really bad. My shifting was not spectacular, but I wanted to show you some of these where it gummed up really bad. Now this oil, it's great, right? I mean, it's meant to cling to everything, right? If you're running like a a dog box, like in a Harley that has no synchronizers, it just has, you might have heard it called a face-plated transmission, or a dog ring box, or a dog box or something like that. It's great for those because you want the most, the most protection for that metal. But as you can see, these synchronizers are ruined. I can't help but think that they would have similar results with brass synchronizers. So the verdict is officially in. Do not run that stuff in this transmission. This is a new synchro. As you can see, it's got a whole lot more texture still left to it. This is kind of what they're supposed to look like. They're supposed to be able to like grab this blocker ring to speed up the gear to the shaft. This is the stuff. This is what I run in my personal transmission. If I'm not going to run Redline, I always start with this at a bare minimum. I've actually just left it in because it's kind of cheap. Still works good. Redline MTL or MT85 is perfect for anything with carbon rings. So you could use those in any of our builds. For the 5600, we like the MTL a little bit better, and for the 4500, we like the MT85. Similar construction for the synchros, so feel free. Interchange them if you wish, but that's kind of what we found is the best recipe. So yeah, we just wanted to share that. Don't use Smurf Blood in your transmission.